It's in the game.
Yeah. 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 Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew. So I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me. Baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. Okay. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Okay. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Hat on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket. No change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now.
Okay, Coach, thank you. We are about 4,300 miles away from you there in Orlando as we come to you from the European home of the NFL, London, England. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the London Monarchs. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. And to give this time to the tailback. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check girls, check girls, check. Check three. Tighten up. Right over there.
Now a handoff looking right. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Second and 12 at the 35-yard line.
Ready. Go. That's what I do. Check 52. Rush in. Shoot.
And he'll give it here to his running back. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Back to you.
Play action. Now Jackson. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback.
Round 80. Check 53. Middle.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up second down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Hey, 9. Watch 24. 5 wide. Regular. We go.
They'll run. This is Hunt. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up.
53 is the mic. Watch the run. Alert flare. Half 85. Middle. Let's go. Hey, we got. Hey, Delta. 53, Mike, 53. Push him back.
Throwing his Allen on 3rd. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 26-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 34-yard line.
Kill. Turn up.
Now a handoff here to his running back. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Gonna give this time to the tailback. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 49-yard line.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Check 26, check 26. Deuce. 25, check 25. Check.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got some space here. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great play there. Touchdown number 22 on the season, as his guys are on the board first here tonight.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
You got motion man right there. Mike, 50.
On 2nd and very short, Allen. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Now Allen. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage. So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter? I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson, and he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Tyreek Hill, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strike ability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now this one complete to Robert Foster. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Number 53. Come on, baby. Come on. Let's go. Check 50. Check 50.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 47-yard line.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 4 yards the pickup, first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go. Here we go. 59. 56 is the Mike.
From midfield, here's Allen. Got his man there. It's Wallace complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The end result, 21 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Mike's 50. No chance. Switch.
56.
On first down, it's Hunt. Give the tackle there to Keon Crossan.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Mike, 50.
Hey, watch the ball.
On 2nd and 9, Allen. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. This will be their first trip to the red zone. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
5 wide.
Hey, 50.
Allen. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Quentin Williams in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And the 13-year man puts it through. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, as they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Check. Get wide. You go tight. You got
They run again with Hunt. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
Oh, batted at the line and intercepted. Now Brown, he lost the football. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
He's checking Craig. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Now they try the right side here. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
And it's third down.
The last two plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12.
Don't be scared of it. At 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. We ain't giving them nothing today.
58 is the mic. 58.
From the gun, Jackson. He is going to find Hill here. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. With touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
They'll take over. 1st down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the pass.
Alert!
57's Mike. Mike 57.
Know your job. Hey, I need one over here. I need one over here.
57's the Mike. Watch 57.
To throw, it's Allen. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And out will come the offense as they take over. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Focus, defense, focus. Watch the safety creep. Shift. Watch the shift.
And to give this time to the tailback. He's got the first down and more past midfield. There he goes left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. With another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off around the 37. And some room to roam now. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And the lead will swell by one more. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48-yard line. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Three buzz.
Now Allen to try again after the pick six. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Welcome back now here in London. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Hey, wahoo! On the bus, we go.
To the air, Allen. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
No such thing as a loss.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Jets on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Out there now the lefty Tavecchio for the Falcon field goal. This from 54 yards away. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
Mike 50.
Hey, high 7.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jordan Willis, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Hey, check Mike 50.
Here's Allen. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 27 yards there, a 1st down. Allen now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Mike 53. Here we go, here we go. Check. 53.
Now Allen to throw. Throwing again. Open man, here's Foster. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Allen now looks to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. It's a 1st down following a gain of 3. Allen now just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a 1st and 10. And he's able to find Wallace. 25 yards that time. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. A great read, and it's picked off. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Tavecchio good on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
They'll take over. 1st down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here, and that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say we'll get better as we go forward.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Hey, 19!
So we got man.
We go.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. So left side, it's complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 41-yard line.
Match box, right.
On first down, Allen. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 20-yard line. Again, they'll throw with Allen. And now here is another interception. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's absolutely a dominant performance and one that they can build on.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, New York.
Set, ready. 70 ending. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop.
And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now a handoff looking right. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. So, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Jets, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for the home team here, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Time to bring the bass back. Swear I'm going big like like a lineman. She want bring the limes in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a vine in. Straight with the money, we aligned in. Tell me how they broke, tryna chime in. Jesus watching over here in diamonds. He the only reason why I do not get violent. Ay, cause he gave me patience. Ay, swear that all makes sense. Ay, when you making bands, can make friends. Cause I know they tryna shit like Ray-Bans. Got a bad little shorty wasting. And I own it, I ain't gotta pay rent. Ay, I know we the ones that ain't them. Pull both hands together and I'm saying amen. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going bigger.